Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is just going to be a short video on why Anthem is not something that you should currently be rushing out to buy. First of all credit to the devs who are trying frantically to fix everything. However, this is not a reason for you to go out there and spend your hard-earned money on something that is quite frankly unfinished. You've got a lot of other streamers out there who are simply rubbishing the game or making loads of excuses for it, and I'm going to do neither. Now, what's wrong with Anthem? Well, the first thing is there's a lot of stuff missing that should be in the game, such as the pilot trees, which are now being excused as, we couldn't get them to work, so we're going to change them. Well, no, you had them, you described them perfectly, but unfortunately you didn't seem to have time to put them into the game. And that's something that I and a few others have noticed, even if a lot of people have ignored it. This means that a lot of the stuff that the Javelins should have simply isn't in there. All of the stuff that goes along with the pilot trees, all of the upgrades, all that kind of stuff seems to have been removed. Some of them I think may have been moved into the mods, but that's only speculation. It doesn't look like they have been, to be honest with you. Then we have the game-breaking bugs, and yes, there is a game-breaking bug. If for some reason you fail a certain mission in a certain way, you literally cannot progress. And that's no joke, you literally have to restart. So this is something that simply shouldn't be in the game. I mean, it needs to be patched immediately. The fact that it may not even be patched for 20 seconds is of great concern. Then we move on to Cataclysms. Now, Cataclysms were something that was shown off at E3 when they originally showed the demo. And that was like the massive storm that you went into and you were about to fight the mission. Well, now we know why they ended it at the point where you were about to enter the storm and showed nothing about the inside, simply because they hadn't developed anything for the inside. So now we have the public demos that were on a few weeks ago, and those had what were effectively a mini Cataclysm. I mean, all you got was an Ash Titan popping up who you could defeat solo if you were really good, and that was it. So clearly that is not what a Cataclysm was meant to be. It's just bizarrely ridiculous that a lot of this stuff is just not in the game, and it's clearly unfinished. The game should not have been released when it has. It needed a few more months development, and that is the honest truth. So now, because they're hitting their development window and they have to release it, I mean, it's been in early access, a lot of people now have access to it and are finding huge bugs and systems that don't work, and there's even an exploit running around chests so you can get masterworks and all that kind of stuff. So this is clearly a game that is just not fit for prime time. It just isn't. And the problem is that if everyone rushes out and buys it, you're effectively condoning that. And although BioWare, I mean, they look like they have all the intentions of fixing everything, but what you're effectively doing is playing a beta that is going to be filled in as they go along. And this is, as I say, not something that I could ever recommend to anyone. Wait and see, sort of wait for them to actually flesh it out a bit more. Wait for a few months when they actually get all the stuff in that should have been at launch. And then, only then, should you be looking at it to see whether or not this is the game you actually want. Until then, what you're going to get on the 22nd is effectively half a game, a totally unfinished half game. And unfortunately, I mean, I've bought it because I said I would play it and buy it for you guys, but I cannot, in all honesty, recommend any of you go out, spend your money until it's fixed and everything that's supposed to be in there is in there. Until then, it's just an unfinished game that no one should even be reviewing. The reviews and opinions that you're seeing right now don't even apply to the release that's coming out at the end of this week, let alone what's going to be available in 2 or 3 months' time when they've got all the systems in and actually working correctly. So to read into review now, you're either going to hate the game or you're simply, you're going to kind of make excuses for it because you've already spent money. That is not how you want to play this game. That really isn't. When they've got all the systems in, that's the only time you're going to be able to judge whether or not this game is actually any good. And until then, as I say, what you're getting is just a constantly shifting, effectively a game in development. That's it. That's what you're getting. You're not getting anything else. So from my perspective, I have to say, do not go out and buy this unless you've already purchased it, in which case I'm afraid it's probably too late. If you've already purchased this, the only consolation is that BioWare will most likely fix all the issues that we're seeing. However, you are going to have to wait for that to happen. This has been the Penhalion Wolf. If you've liked this, then hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, thumbs down if you don't, etc, etc. I will see you in the next one.